The Joe Pags Show. To talk to Joe, call 888-941-PAGS. And now, it's Joe Pags.
Great radio stations across the land from San Antonio, also on Patriot.tv. It is the Joe Pags Show. Carrie and Polo and Sam are all getting it done today. Appreciate you having taking the time to jump on the bandwagon here. We've got Grover Norquist coming up. He is the boss over at ATR, Americans for Tax Reform, ATR.org. And we're going to break down unrealized gains. Kamala Harris would like to tax unrealized gains. And if you think about it, unrealized means something you haven't gotten yet. Gains that you haven't realized yet are going to be taxed somehow. I don't know how you do that. I think you might have this, or if you sell, you might get that. So we, the government, should take some of your money. I'm going to have Grover break that down in the best possible way. Plus, did Donald Trump really only give tax breaks to his billionaire buddies? Is that really what happened? Or did something else happen? And I think the something else that happened is what you should hear and actually have it done by the numbers. That's the bottom line for me. I wanted to bring up Mark Robinson. I don't know Mark Robinson. He's the lieutenant governor of North Carolina. He's running for governor of North Carolina. He's a Republican, happens to be a black man, and that really bothers Democrats when a black Republican does well. I don't know if he did what the story alleges he did, but I will tell you this. I can see an easy reason why he might not have done it. Now, if you don't know the story yet, that sounds complicated. And Carrie, the story I sent you might be complicated, but I want to decomplicate it as much as we can. Just set the stage, if you will, on what the allegations are. I know that staffers are quitting and whatever else is going on, but if you don't mind, just sort of set the scene, because I've got something I want to say about this.
From the Charlotte Observer, days after a scandal upended Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson's campaign for governor, most of his campaign staff resigned. Now much of his staff in the Lieutenant Governor's office have resigned too. Robinson is the Republican candidate in the North Carolina governor's race against Democratic Attorney General Josh Stein. Robinson was the subject of a CNN report tying him to a series of vulgar, anti-Semitic, racist, and sexually explicit posts on a pornographic website that included saying he was a black Nazi and would buy enslaved people if slavery came back. And Brian Levesque, who served as Robinson's chief of staff and general counsel for several years, confirmed his resignation to the News and Observer Wednesday through Republican Senator Benton Swarry. Swarry, who represents Johnston County, also confirmed the resignations of Director of Government Affairs Nathan Lewis, Policy Director Jonathan Harris, and Director of Communications John Wesley Woe. That's half of Robinson's staff in the Lieutenant Governor's office. The news comes the same day Robinson posted a video of himself on social media at a table in front of a laptop, saying he met with top Republican state leaders about needing all hands on deck for the election. Now is not the time for intra-party squabbling and nonsense, Robinson said in the video. The News and Observer has asked several Republican leaders for confirmation about the meeting described by Robinson.
All right, appreciate that. So the allegation is that this guy, who is the lieutenant governor of North Carolina, he's running for governor and doing very well. All of a sudden, out of the blue, you've got allegations that he is on some website, and on that website, he is out and out racist against black people. He's a black guy, calling himself a black Nazi, and then saying lewd and disgusting pornographic things. That's what we are to believe. Now, is it true? I don't know. It's true that the account exists. And it's true that, in fact, you have a guy or somebody who's using his name and his picture, and we don't know if it's him or not. All that's true. We don't know. I am not taking up for Mark Robinson specifically because I don't know the story on it. But I do want to do this, and those who are watching will see this, and you see me setting it up now. That's why I'm looking off to my left. I do want to do this. I want to show you TikTok. I've got one account on TikTok. Those of you who don't like TikTok, whatever, write me an email if you want, whatever. Conservative voices need to be heard, and this is a website that has a lot of people on it, and we have to make sure we don't just seed it to the left. Having said that, my account is JOEPAGS. Why is that important? Because that's the only account I have. I have 595,700 followers. I'm going to show it now, and Carrie, you won't be able to see this, but I'll describe it.
Okay.
I just did a search for Joe Pags on TikTok. I'm the one on top. That's 595,700 people. The next one has my same picture and just Joe Pags 013. Then there's a Joe Pags with 2 G's. Then there's a Joe Pags 14. Then there's a Joe Pags with 2 S's. Then there's a Joe Pags 05. Then there's a Joe Pagliarulo Pags. That one has 10,000 followers. And it's a picture of me. Then there's one that says Joe Pags 19 followers. Then there's one with just my logo, 17 followers. Then there's another one with my logo, Joe Pags 7. Then there's one that's just a completely different name, but it's got my logo. As you go through, more of my face, more of my name, more of my stuff is on all of these accounts. All of them. I mean, as I'm going through it right now, there's a close-up picture of me, there's a wide picture of me, there's my logo, there's a different thing. There's one that's JOEPGAS, just a little bit off, got 1,200 followers. My point is simple. You get my point, right?
Yes.
I mean, simply, anybody could take Mark Robinson's picture that he uses on social media. Anybody could take Mark Robinson's name or a name that he uses on social media or one similar. Let's assume, because I'm not on pornographic websites, let's assume that Mark Robinson isn't as well. So if somebody wanted to go on a pornographic website and use his name or my name or your name or Polo's name or Sam, they could, and it doesn't mean it's us. Thankfully, on all social media, oddly, except for TikTok, you'll see there is no check mark next to my name. They won't verify me on TikTok, and I've actually got the biggest following on social media that I have is on TikTok. They won't verify it. But on every other platform, I'm verified, which means they know I'm really me. And that's the only real way to protect yourself and make sure that those who are watching the videos know that it's you. I mean, the second one down has 12,900 followers. That means, Carrie, they can monetize the page, use my videos they're stealing, and make money off of it.
Yep.
I mean, that's crazy. And now the Times or the Post or the North Carolina, whatever the hell you just read from, can say, well, look, Joe Pags has 12,900 followers on TikTok, and he's posting pornography. Or actually, these sites, these pages are hitting people up for crypto. And they're asking them for money. And they're trying to see if, hey, can you donate to this, that, or the other? And by the way, if you follow me on any social media, I am not pushing crypto. I'm not pushing investments. I'm not pushing money. I'm not asking you out. None of those things are happening. But how do you defend? It takes me back to William Kennedy Smith, and that's a long time. Carrie, it's a long time ago.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
But if you recall William Kennedy Smith, I think he was the nephew of Teddy Kennedy, was accused of rape on Palm Beach at the Kennedy estate. And he was tried. And he was sitting there in the witness stand. And he said, how do you defend yourself from an allegation of rape? When somebody says it, they believe you did it. And now you're going to prove that you didn't, even if you're innocent. That was actually a very smart answer from him. Because if somebody says they're me, and they're using my picture, they're just changing a letter, or they say they're Mark Robinson and using his picture, just changing a letter, or maybe the exact same name because it's a site he never would have joined. How do you defend yourself now? Now he's got to defend himself against allegations like this. And let me say it again. I do not know if he's got an account on that site. Sam, have we reached out to Mark Robinson? I'd like to have the guy on.
We haven't heard back yet.
Okay, we're hoping to have him on. I'll put him on because I don't think shows like mine will platform him right now because the allegations are that bad until it's proven that he didn't do it, which is not the way innocent until proven guilty should be done. So in the Wild West world of social media, of the internet, of this new way that we share information in this world, how do you know who's who? How do you know what's what? How do you know that you can trust the person or the thing? Now, listen, I've literally had people message me that I got $200 out of their mother in Brazil. Carrie, do you think I got $200 out of somebody's mother in Brazil?
No, you did not.
And how do you defend yourself from that? And I'm like, no, I didn't do that. What are you talking about? This is the only account I have. It's got the blue check mark. It was you. It's the same face. It's the same. I'm like, no, dude, you can grab a picture from anywhere and there's literally nothing I can do about it. And Carrie, here's the ironic part. You want to hear something funny?
Please.
I got an email from TikTok last night because I reported 15 accounts last week, and they said, good news. We've taken down all the accounts we reported for copyright strikes. I just showed you in real time. There are another 20 that are up there now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You almost can't win. I mean, you can't because they're always going to be there.
Well, the only system
Always.
that's in place is verification. And for some reason, maybe because I'm right-wing, who knows? I can't seem to get the blue check mark on TikTok, so that leaves in the back of people's minds, this really might be him. And maybe he does want me to buy the Joe Pags crypto, wherever the hell that is. Maybe he really does want me to send him $200 via, Western Union. No, I don't want any of that. Don't do any of that. So I don't know that Mark Robinson did or didn't do this. I do know this, and I don't know if you saw this yesterday. He came out in front of cameras and he said, I am suing CNN. It's going to be a lawsuit for the ages. This is defamation. This is an attack. This is interfering in an election. And I hope he does. I hope he follows through on all of that. Now, if he doesn't, that's going to open another box of questions. But if he literally does sue them, if he takes it to the nth degree, then I got to listen. Already I believe the guy because innocent until proven guilty. I will not believe him when it's proven that it was him. But I'm here to tell you, using the same name and same picture and same similar profile on a pornographic website would mean he's the dumbest person on the planet. And I don't think he's a dumb guy. Carry anything on this? I mean, when you don't float around the internet as much as I do, but your kids certainly probably are out there. Do they know who they're talking to? Are they careful, making sure they follow their favorite band or the favorite, sports person? Do they know it's really them?
I certainly try to impress that on them. And, when they were younger, not to give out your information, tell them you don't know who you're talking to. I mean, they may say they're your age, they're a teenage boy too, but you really don't know.
Right.
You don't.
100%.
I think they might. Well, yeah, he's my friend. Well, we don't know that.
When I was doing mornings in Houston, I remember I got a direct message on Facebook from somebody named J.J. Watt. Now, J.J. Watt, of course, was a Houston. Are they the Texans still? They're the Texans, right? The football team? Hey, Houston Texans defensive linebacker. He's just great player. Hey, man, I want to come on the show sometime. I'm like, great. Show me that it's really you. Remember when, what's her face from Alaska? Sarah Palin got a hold of us. She sent me a direct message on Facebook from a backup account. It wasn't really her. And I remember what I did to make sure it was her?
I don't remember what you did.
Sam, do you remember what I did?
You made her follow you on Twitter.
And
she did.
I said, FaceTime me right now, and she did. It's Sarah Palin sitting at her house FaceTiming me. You know what I mean? So I wanted to make sure that I trusted Bavaria. And she was like, I'm driving around Alaska, heard what you said. Let me tell you something. I'm like, this isn't Sarah Palin. Shut up. But it was. And look, we've got to make sure that we verify. Stop falling for the okie doke. The internet's been around for 30 plus years now in a public sense. It's been around since the 60s otherwise. But it's been around for a long time now. There's no reason to fall for this stuff. And I'm going to believe Mark Robinson until there's such a point where we've got evidence that I shouldn't believe Mark Robinson. And Carrie, I think that's the safest bet.
It is. Yes, absolutely.
He says it's not him. I hear him. I hear where he's coming from because you've got two accounts that have over 10,000 followers on TikTok stealing my content, stealing my face, stealing my name, and they're making money on my videos. And that's not okay. 888-941-PAGS, 888-941-7247, joepags.com. Super Beats is a great enhancer for your life. And what I mean is, it's going to give you support for a healthy blood pressure, heart-healthy lifestyle, that energy that you need without the ups and downs. If you drink a sugary drink, something I haven't done in a long time, but I remember you drink some sugar and it tastes great, you got all sorts of energy, then boop, you got to take a nap. If you've got caffeine running through your veins, you're going to want to keep the caffeine running through your veins or else you can have a big crash there too. With Super Beats Heart Chews, just 2 of these a day, add them to your daily routine, it's going to give you a nice level of energy. And in fact, if you pair it with a healthy lifestyle, the unique antioxidant compound in Super Beats is clinically shown to be nearly 2 times more effective at promoting normal blood pressure than just a healthy lifestyle alone. Grapeseed extract, also beetroot extract. Put those together in a delicious chew. 2 of these a day. You're going to be glad that you did. Go right now and double your potential with Super Beats Heart Chews. Get a free 30-day supply on all bundles, 15% off your first order as well by going to getsuperbeats.com. Promo code is Joe. That's getsuperbeats.com. Promo code JOE. And we're back after this. Stay here.
The world is about to shift. Banks are going cashless globally with the emergence of central bank digital currency, which will bring with it programmable money and the ability to turn on or off your purchasing power based on your digital social profile. It's like the equivalent of spyware in your bank account. You need to get out of the system with the world's safest and most precious assets, silver and gold. Call Kirk Elliott Precious Metals at 720-605-3900. That's 720-605-3900.
Don't let them win. Patriot TV is committed to delivering the truth. America's new network for Patriots is growing fast, and we'd love you to join us as a member of Patriot TV. Your support makes it possible for us to continue to deliver unbiased reporting, thought-provoking discussions, and insights you won't find anywhere else. From in-depth interviews to behind-the-scenes footage, Patriot TV brings you closer to the voices shaping our nation's future. Whether it's political developments, cultural shifts, or global affairs, Patriot TV keeps you informed and empowered. As a member of Patriot TV, you'll get perks like personal invitations to exclusive Patriot TV events, where you can gather and network with like-minded Americans. We'll also host online events throughout the year with General Flynn, who's committed to host live Q&A webinars where callers like you can ask him questions and get real answers. Access to these events will be members only, so go to patriot.tv, click on Become a Member. It's fast and easy. We have a great membership option starting at just $9.99 a month, or save with our annual membership for only $99, or take advantage of the best value, the 2-year membership for just $159. Go to patriot.tv, click on Become a Member. It's fast and easy. Do your part to make sure the truth gets out to all patriots and help ensure future programming. Become a member today. Just go to patriot.tv, click on Become a Member, join today.
What if this happened to you when you're alone? Or what if it happened here? With MedGuard Alert, you're never alone. You can connect with medical professionals anywhere, anytime. And now MedGuard is introducing our exclusive new CareWatch. If you need help quickly, use it from anywhere to contact medical professionals. No cell phone required. The CareWatch is not only a life-saving medical alert device, it's a revolutionary health monitoring system that checks your blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, and much more. And here's the best part. If you have Medicaid, you may qualify to get your CareWatch for free. The CareWatch is only available through MedGuard Alert. Call us right now. We have monitoring programs starting as low as $1 a day. The call is free, activation is free, shipping is free, and no contract is required. Remember, with Medicaid, you may qualify to get your CareWatch for free. Don't wait. Call us to get your CareWatch right now. Operators are standing by.
Attention patriotic businesses. Do you want to see your sales skyrocket by selling your products or services to like-minded patriots? Well, if you're an advertiser who embodies the timeless principles of freedom, liberty, and patriotism, look no further than Patriot TV. Our viewers are responsive, economically active patriots who are committed to supporting businesses like yours that align with their values. For more information on advertising on America's new network of proud American businesses, email us at advertise@patriot.tv.
I don't know about you, but I have to have that cup of coffee in the morning. And Kingdom Cup is mold-free, it is pesticide-free, and it is organic. It's got this flavor that is delicious. You don't even have to put cream or sweetener in it.
Why did we go with the bean form, the whole bean? Because ultimately the powder form is the one that gathers the most moisture. And that means the more potential mold development. This is actually organic, mold-free, certified. That's important because ultimately people drink coffee. It's cultural. And so we tried to meet the culture where it is and create a healthy alternative.
Make the healthy choice for you and your family. Try mold-free, pesticide-free, and it's organic. Delicious Kingdom Cup coffee. And it's available now at the Patriot TV store. Go to patriot.tv and click on Store. You'll find Kingdom Cup Coffee in the Health and Wellness section. Order Kingdom Cup Coffee at the Patriot TV store now.
Did you know that thousands of authors across the country have written books and published them with Page Publishing? If you've written a book, Page Publishing can help you through the process. We cut through the confusion of the publishing world to make it easy for you. If we decide to publish your book, your work ends and ours begins. From copy editing and proofing to typesetting and book cover art, we get you printed, distributed, and sold on Amazon, Apple iTunes, and in bookstores across the country. We'll even help you promote your book. That's right, we do all this for you. Biography, self-help, mystery, novels, sci-fi, even a children's book. No matter what genre, Page Publishing can bring your book to life. Call today for your free author submission kit and find out how you can be the next published author at Page Publishing.
Call for your free author submission kit at 855-993-2114. That's 855-993-2114.
I couldn't give anything a higher endorsement.
I would be remiss had I not include Cardio Miracle on my very short list of secrets.
It's the real deal. It's a real product. It's not another supplement.
I'm operating about 6 to 8 hours, and I've noticed that being on this Cardio Miracle has made a huge difference.
Since I started taking Cardio Miracle, I'm about 8 months into it, the benefits have been fantastic.
You know, if I get hungry, then I just have a Cardio Miracle.
Not only is it safe, but it's necessary to take Cardio Miracle to stay well.
This let me sleep. It's showing up more energy, more get up and go. And it's all because of what this company does.
For me as a doctor, Cardio Miracle is a staple.
Cardio Miracle to me is hope in a glass.
To try Cardio Miracle for yourself and get a special fan discount, go to the host page right now and click the link for Cardio Miracle.
Hi, great to have you. Thanks. I appreciate you stopping by. It is the Joe Pag Show. Lots going on. Grover Norquist coming up. He, of course, the boss over at ATR.org, AmericansForTaxReform.org. You go there, you find out all the tax numbers. He, in fact, has an entire website, and I believe it's called Kamanomics. It might be Kamalanomics. He says it during the actual interview, probably Kamalanomics.org. You go there, and it outlines exactly what her plans are, how bad they would be for you, for your family, for your community, and for all of the United States. And he doesn't pull any punches. He backs it up with all the numbers and receipts that you need. So we'll get into that coming up in about 7 or 8 minutes. Make sure you stick around for that. We've got right now, though, calls on Mark Robinson and the accusations about having a porn site and profile and saying lewd and ridiculous and racist things. I just outlined in real time that there are 21 to 25 accounts copying me on TikTok. None of them is me. And if they reach out to somebody and say horrible things, there's nothing I can do about it. Nothing. Because I'm not verified on TikTok. Everywhere else, you know that it's me because there's a blue check mark. I'm working on verification on TikTok, but it seems to be very hard to make that happen. So anybody can believe that all these other people are me, and that's not okay because I shouldn't have to answer to what they do. But I'm forced to when somebody DMs me or whatever. Let me go to the phone lines and say hello to Frank in San Antonio. Frank, what's going on? Hi. Hello, Frank. Put you back on hold, Frank. Let's see if we can't work that out. I'm told you've got a good deal for us there. Let me go to Mike, who's also in San Antonio. Hi, Mike.
Hey, Joe.
Hey.
Living the dream with you, brother.
Awesome. Let's go. What's happening?
So this whole situation reminds me of that old trick question. Pegs, when did you stop beating your wife?
Right. Right. What do you say to that?
You can't disprove a lie.
Right. No, exactly right. I think you make a great point. Mike, thank you. I think you make a great point. If somebody walks up and says, when did you stop doing drugs? Now you got to start, I never did drugs. What are you talking about? So you didn't stop? No, I didn't start. What do you mean? I mean, how do you get your way out of that? Now in the ether, to those who are watching and listening, they hear, holy crap, Pags, drugs, whatever. Or, beating the wife, whatever. And now there's a bit of doubt in the back of your mind. What is concerning, and I'm not closed-minded to this, is that the staff is flocking. Now, carrying that story, I don't know if you were able to get any further than that, but in that story, do any of them say, I left because it's a situation that I think he needs to work out? Did they say I left because it's true? I mean, anybody say why they left?
No. I read the whole story.
No, and that's a big deal. That's a big deal. I mean, when people jump ship, and listen, I've heard of politicians' staff leaving before. I mean, I can think of specific, times, I'm not going to say, but leaving, and it ended up they were not right. And whatever the allegations went away. So, again, I'd like to know what the real story is. We'll keep on pursuing Mark Robinson. We'll see if he'll come on. I know that President Trump has supported him and has endorsed him. One wonders, is that going to stop? And Trump has not, as far as I can tell, he's not stopped with his support for him, which is interesting. Frank, you're back. What's up? What's going on? Hi.
Hi, Joe. Thanks for having me on.
You bet.
I am a cyber coach. I coach middle school, high school kids. I do public speaking with older people.
Great.
To try to protect their identity and everything. And I was listening to your segment on my way home for practice.
Great. Talk to me.
So you were saying how easy it is to fake someone's account, how hard it is sometimes to protect your own data.
Yes.
And like you were saying, you said it perfectly well. You have to keep top of what you are projecting out there, who's copying your identity,
right?
Who is saying that they are you. It's hard to do And it's very time consuming, but it's something you have to keep on top of, especially if you're a public figure like yourself.
Yeah, once or twice a week, I've got to actually email TikTok with 30 or 40 different accounts that I have to have them take down. Then they write me back. They say, yeah, we took them all down. There are 22 available right now, Frank. Some of them are monetized with all my content. I mean, the bad guys shouldn't have the upper hand, but they do, don't they?
They do, because they have computer farms basically just sitting there making these accounts as fast as you can delete them.
That's crazy.
So it's hard, it's crazy, but it's something, if you keep contacting the company enough, hopefully they'll start, blocking everybody else before they even get the account created.
All good advice, and I'm glad you're out there helping the kids and helping older people. I think it's very, very necessary in this cyber world that we live in. Bad guys will do anything they can to circumvent the good guys or to circumvent law and authority to get your stuff and steal it. 888-941-PAGS, joepags.com. Go over Norquist when we come back. Stay here.
The world is about to shift. Banks are going cashless globally with the emergence of central bank digital currency, which will bring with it programmable money and the ability to turn on or off your purchasing power based on your digital social profile. It's like the equivalent of spyware in your bank account. You need to get out of the system with the world's safest and most precious assets, silver and gold. Call Kirk Elliott Precious Metals at 720-605-3900. That's 720-605-3900.
Don't let them win. Patriot TV is committed to delivering the truth. America's new network for patriots is growing fast, and we'd love you to join us as a member of Patriot TV. Your support makes it possible for us to continue to deliver unbiased reporting, thought-provoking discussions, and insights you won't find anywhere else. From in-depth interviews to behind-the-scenes footage, Patriot TV brings you closer to the voices shaping our nation's future. Whether it's political developments, cultural shifts, or global affairs, Patriot TV keeps you informed and empowered. As a member of Patriot TV, you'll get perks like personal invitations to exclusive Patriot TV events, where you can gather and network with like-minded Americans. We'll also host online events throughout the year with General Flynn, who's committed to host live Q&A webinars where callers like you can ask him questions and get real answers. Access to these events will be members only, so go to patriot.tv, click on Become a Member. It's fast and easy. We have a great membership option starting at just $9.99 a month, or save with our annual membership for only $99, or take advantage of the best value, the 2-year membership for just $159. Go to patriot.tv, click on Become a Member. It's fast and easy. Do your part to make sure the truth gets out to all patriots and help ensure future programming. Become a member today. Just go to patriot.tv, click on Become a Member, join today.
When I started MyPillow, it was just a problem solution, one product company. Well, since then, with the help of my dedicated employees, we now have hundreds of products, some you might not even know about. To get the word out, we're having a $25 extravaganza. 2-pack multi-use MyPillows, $25. MyPillow sandals, $25. And for the first time ever, our 6-pack towel sets, you guessed it, just $25. Our brand new 4-pack dish towels, $25. And I've never done this before. Premium MyPillows with all new Giza fabric, any size, any loft level, even king size for only $25. And there's so much more. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code for our $25 extravaganza. Order $75 and over. Your entire order ships absolutely free.
Sounds rolling. All 3 cameras. We're good. Ambient speed. We're ready.
Is there any regrets that you have in life? I should sit here and say, yeah, I got a lot of regrets. But when I look back on my life and I understand the lives that were lost, I mean, I'm sitting here with you. And I can tell my story.
Former National Security Advisor Lieutenant General Michael Flynn pleaded guilty today for lying to the FBI.
He was one of the most respected generals in the military.
He was, by definition, the most dangerous possible person for Donald Trump to hire.
Brilliant military career serving 33 years. Why was he being so elusive?
Mike Flynn told the truth and faced life in prison.
Every American needs this historical DVD keepsake. Flynn delivered the truth, whatever the cost. Hand signed by General Michael Flynn, one of America's most treasured military heroes. Order now at the Patriot TV store. Go to Patriot TV, click on Store, and grab a once-in-a-lifetime chance to own a treasured piece of American history and get your own personal download link to watch America's most talked-about movie, as well as a DVD hand-signed by General Michael Flynn. Use promo code PTV at checkout to get special savings. The Patriot TV store. Incredible savings and a secure, hassle-free shopping experience.
Throughout history, the spirit of patriotism has prevailed. The battles may have changed, but the values remain the same. Today, in 2024, we find ourselves at a pivotal moment where the call for unity, freedom, and a better future echoes louder than ever. For more than 10 years, Patriot Mobile has been committed to supporting the values that make our nation great. With affordable plans and reliable nationwide coverage, Patriot Mobile is not just a wireless service. It's a call to action for those who believe in the American dream. Because this year is not just any year, it's the most important year since our nation's founding. Choose a wireless carrier that shares your values. Choose Patriot Mobile.
I don't know about you, but I have to have that cup of coffee in the morning. And Kingdom Cup is mold-free, it is pesticide-free, and it is organic. It's got this flavor that is delicious. You don't even have to put cream or sweetener in it.
Why did we go with the bean form, the whole bean? Because ultimately the powder form is the one that gathers the most moisture. And that means the more potential mold development. This is actually organic, mold-free, certified. That's important because ultimately people drink coffee, it's cultural. And so we tried to meet the culture where it is and create a healthy alternative.
Make the healthy choice for you and your family. Try mold-free, pesticide-free, and it's organic. Delicious Kingdom Cup coffee. And it's available now at the Patriot TV store. Go to patriot.tv and click on Store. You'll find Kingdom Cup coffee in the health and wellness section. Order Kingdom Cup coffee at the Patriot TV store now.
Have a new product or idea, whether it's already in production or just a concept. Whether you're an individual, a small business, or a medium-sized company, our upcoming show on Patriot TV is here to showcase it to millions and launch it in a big way. We're looking for businesses like yours to feature your product on our new show and pitch it to over 6 million followers, eager to support like-minded businesses. Whether it's a single product or a new product line, we have a platform to skyrocket sales. With powerful Patriot TV ads, targeted direct mail, and the influence of our dynamic show hosts, your product will get the attention it deserves. Don't miss this incredible opportunity. Email us now at advertise@patriot.tv to secure your spot and watch your sales take off.
Great to have you along for the ride. Thanks a lot for stopping by. Glad to have this man back. He, of course, is the boss over at Americans for Tax Reform, ATR.org. It is Grover Norquist. Grover, how are you? Good to see you.
We're doing reasonably well for a crazy world.
Man, it's so crazy, but I'm so glad to have your knowledge and your friendship on the show because what Kamala Harris is saying doesn't make a lot of sense. And what's happening in this lead up to the election, there are more questions than answers when it comes to the policies of Trump versus Harris. And I hope that we can break some of that down. Let's start with the fact that Kamala Wins is an X profile that is verified, that is a support profile for Kamala Harris. They bragged the other day, and Kamala Harris herself bragged the other day about how proud they are to have the endorsement of the IRS union. Now, maybe I'm stupid, but I don't know anybody in America other than those who work for the IRS who like the IRS. What do you make of this union supporting her?
Well, let's see. Kamala Harris was the deciding vote that said we're going to give $80 billion to the IRS to go out and hunt down middle-class people who use Venmo and make sure that they've filled out all their forms every time money goes in and out of their account through Venmo. It might be income. It might be three of you ordering pizzas together, but The government will be in there, and that takes a lot of IRS agents. And those IRS agents can join the union. They can pay union dues, $1,000. That money then goes back to Kamala Harris and the Democrats through campaign contributions. So $80 billion to the unions. The unions would be pretty darn ungrateful if they didn't give her, $600,000 or so they've been spending on politics, on Democrats, and a good chunk of that new money coming in from all those additional bureaucrats. So
I did a video the other day where I think I used your website and your numbers. Is the number 94% of the donations from the IRS union go to Democrats? Was it 94 or 97? I forget.
97.
Yeah.
97.
I mean, come on. So, of course, she's going to be happy to get the endorsement, but are Americans awake enough to realize this could be a problem?
It is a problem. And that union is one of the most left-wing unions around. There are several in the federal government. And that all started under Jimmy Carter. There weren't unions until Jimmy Carter got union support by promising to let them raise money off of government employees, which, by the way, are all paid by our tax dollars. Those government employees don't have money that doesn't come from our tax dollars. That's what being a government employee means. So we pay for that. And you've seen that one of the challenges we've had is the IRS is not doing as good a job with all these more people they're supposedly hiring of answering the phones, getting people's problems solved. If somebody steals your identification, it can take 2 years because they're not coming to the office. They're not coming to the office. The union contract they did says we don't have to come into the office every day or necessarily any day. They were trying to get them to come in half the time, and the union laughed at them.
Grover, it's Grover Norquist. Go to atr.org and go find out everything. All these numbers that we're talking about are right there. He breaks it down like nobody else can. When it comes to your taxes, your government that's being paid for by your taxes, he's all over it. You mentioned something that was, I think I want to opine on this for a second if we can. Let's mix this up. Why is there a government employee union at all? And you said Jimmy Carter did it because if you're paying for it and I'm paying for it, we're more conservative, and a bunch of liberals who are watching are also paying for it. That's not okay with me. Why can you organize and take the money that we're paying you, your salary, from all sides of the political spectrum and spend 97% of it on one side? I mean, Jimmy Carter literally said you can unionize even though you're getting paid by the public?
Yes, it was not legal before. He made it legal. Now, a president could decide that any one of the departments was important to national security. The IRS certainly is. And say no union here because you interfere with national security.
Right.
He should do that for the Defense Department. There's 700,000 civilian employees. They don't carry weapons. They don't defend they're the bureaucrats who oversee the rest of the Army, Navy, and so on.
Right.
But those are unionized, and we have, it's estimated, 200,000 more employees there than taxpayers should be paying for. But unions want to maximize the number of employees because that maximizes the number of dues checks that they get. They don't care that the taxpayers are paying for unnecessary levels of make-work jobs.
It's crazy. It's Grover Norquist. Great knowledge as always. Go to atr.org, go sign up, and go read everything they do. When it comes to the deciding vote that you mentioned, the Inflation Reduction Act, which didn't, it was just a green energy bill for trillions of dollars. She literally was part of that conglomeration that said, we've got to make sure that people that are making tips are paying fully and are reporting correctly. So they hired a bunch of IRS agents, some of whom would make sure those middle-class workers that were making tips would, in fact, pay their fair share. Trump says no tax on tips. Suddenly, a week later, Kamala Harris says no tax on tips. Or actually, 2 months later, she says the same thing. Can she be the deciding vote where they're going after people who make tips and also say no tax on tips? How does that work?
Because she's lying on the second one.
Yeah.
But she's not only lying. It doesn't matter what she says. The bureaucracy is doing this. They decided to bring the $80 billion more money for government employees at the IRS in order to go after small businesses. That's what they said out loud in paper they were doing. We're not going after middle class people or small businesses is just nonsense said after the fact. They have the cash. They don't care what you think anymore. They're going to go after small businesses. If you buy something with Venmo,
Right.
or sell something through Venmo or PayPal or any of these Zelle, any of these others, the government's going to have every one of those documents, and they'll say, we say that's income. You say, no, I was splitting a pizza. I was splitting the rent with prove it. We say it's income, says government.
Crazy.
You're going to spend thousands of dollars disputing several $100s worth of higher taxes?
No,
you just pay it.
You just pay it. And she was on the side that made that happen. It's Grover Norquist. Let's talk about what Goldman Sachs said about the economic plan from Trump, the economic plan from Harris. It wasn't actually Goldman Sachs. It was some outside person that was working in conjunction with Goldman Sachs. One person, one outlier said Kamala Harris's tax plan or her economic plan would be 0.2% better than Donald Trump's plan if all things were equal and if it actually went off the way that she said it would. She lied at the debate and said Goldman Sachs said that his economic plan would shrink the economy, mine would grow the economy. So how do you get around a lie like that? And again, it's like one guy, one analyst said one thing, and he's probably wrong, but it wasn't about one would grow, one would shrink. It was they would both grow. She would grow 0.2% better. How do you fix that in the minds of those watching?
Just remind people that Goldman Sachs has pulled stunts like this almost every election cycle where they come out with some left-wing projection. You do remember the guy who won the Nobel Peace Prize, who writes for the New York Times, announced on the day that Trump got elected that there'd be a recession, to no end. Of course,
right.
The stock market, before that day had finished, had gone through the roof as soon as they realized that Hillary Clinton wasn't going to be in charge. It doesn't matter what those people say. They make up those numbers. They're not serious. I wouldn't take their investment advice for anything at Goldman Sachs
right.
when they have some guy playing politics and screwing with the rest of us by saying things like that.
Right.
Okay. Trump wants to continue the Trump tax cuts. Kamala Harris wants a $5 trillion tax increase by allowing those to lapse. What does that mean? It means taking the corporate income from 21%, where it's competitive, to 35%. China's at 15 and 25.
Wow.
Higher than Europe, higher than China, higher than Japan, higher than any other country in the world that you can spell. Okay, none of them have a corporate income tax that high. Makes us non-competitive when we produce anything. Then she wants to get rid of the deductibility, the expensing of new investment. So if a company makes an investment to get you a better truck, to be a more effective and truck driver, or a better
right.
computer to work at your office, instead of being able to say, they're going to say that we count that as income. We're going to tax it.
Wow.
Wait a minute. I got a truck. I don't have cash. We're going to call it income. We're going to tax it. Trump said, when you spend it like that, that's not income anymore. Okay. We're not going to tax it when you put it in as an investment. We want to not discourage investment on making people more productive so they can get better wages. That's what we don't want to do. Kamala said, no, I do. Kamala Harris wants to tax your energy, the price of heating your home, air conditioning your home, gasoline for your car. Now, she doesn't even put a top on that. So that idiot from Goldman Sachs doesn't know what he's talking about. He's making a guess. Oh, it must be a really teeny tapeworm she's going to have you swallow, not one that grows, which is what taxes generally do.
Yeah, and the Goldman Sachs CEO literally came out like 2 days later, Solomon, and he said, yeah, no, that should not be taken as anything because he got a lot of blowback, which he probably should have. It's Grover Norquist from Americans for Tax Reform, ATR.org. Make sure you go there. Grover, are unrealized gains exactly what it sounds like? I haven't gained anything, but you're going to tax me anyway?
Yes. The value of your farm goes up, and we're going to tax you on the increase in the value, and so you're going to have to sell part of your farmland to pay this tax on money you don't have. Okay, your stocks go up, and you're just that's for your retirement. That's for your retirement. Your 401k,
right.
Your IRA, stocks go up. They go, okay, we need a quarter of that. We need half of that. Who knows what number it's going to go to at some point. Sell your stocks. Sell what you were trying to save for the future. We want a piece of it. What about when the stock market goes down? Do you give me my money back?
Of course not. So literally, I want to make sure I understand. Let's say I own some stocks. I own 100 stocks in widgets, and the widgets go up by a lot, but I still didn't sell the stock, didn't realize any gains. It's just still a piece of paper that says I own this. They want a piece of that before I do anything with it?
Yes.
In what world, Grover? In what bizarre, is this a socialist or communist thing? What is this?
Well, imagine everything you own, from your house to stocks to anything. it's probably gone up maybe 20% in value because of inflation during Biden.
Yes.
They want a piece of that.
Wow.
They want a piece of that 20% increase. You're rich now. You're rich now. Give us your money. Sell part of your house. Rent out your backyard. Give us the cash in your house, your land, your retirement for the future. Cash out. Give us the money. And even though it's an imaginary increase in the value of your property, that's all inflation. Thank you, Kamala Harris.
And as you said, that could, the whole property market could take a dump. Your stock can suddenly tank, and you're still on the hook for whatever it is. If you decide to sell it then at a loss, you're still going to be paying taxes on. That's going to be called income too. You'll be double taxed, triple taxed, or whatever. So Grover, you and I think we're about the same age. You might be a little bit younger. But as we're watching this, I've been watching election cycles forever, ever since I was 10. I don't remember anybody ever running to say, I'm going to raise taxes. I'm going to raise your taxes, and we're going to raise energy prices. We're going to force you to stop driving a car that's got an internal combustion engine. Elect me. I've never seen this before. This is bizarre. And she's, in some polls, leading? Come on.
In the closest to that was in 1984 when Walter Mondale at the convention says, I'm going to raise your taxes, okay?
Okay.
And he carried Minnesota as the one state. Reagan got 49 states. He got one.
Because he's from Minnesota. That's the only reason they felt bad for him. So you're right. So he said that. Everybody else runs no new taxes. I'm not going to lower your taxes. I'm not going to raise your taxes. Taxes are far too high. I've never seen somebody say, I'm going to make it worse. In fact, you've got 3.5 years of history. What about that? This is a unique time. You and I weren't around when Grover Cleveland ran twice and he won in 2 individual, 4-year terms, and there was somebody in between. But this has never really happened before, to where Trump has an opportunity to become the president after he was no longer the president for 4 years. But Grover, we now see for almost 4 years what Harris and Biden did, and none of it's good. I can't point to anything and say, holy crap, I want more of that. So again, what's going on? Is this some sort of psychological warfare that they're doing, that people, let's tax corporations more, and Grover's making too much money, I want some of his money. Did class warfare work? Is that why the polls are so close, do you think?
Well, they're close because the establishment press had 36 days where Kamala Harris refused to do any press. But they were writing articles about how swell she was. Why would she ever do an interview when they're telling everybody she's full of joy and she's wonderful and all of this sort of thing? They didn't look at her track record. They didn't look at the votes she made, which gave us the overspending and gave us the inflation. Biden signed the bills she passed. So he has his fingerprints on the murder weapon, but she made them pass. If she had not been the vote for the 2 big spending bills, there would have been no inflation. Biden couldn't have signed anything. She could have gone, I saved America, but she didn't. She created that inflation and that overspending with her personal vote right there.
Right.
If the establishment press, the courtier press, the guys in D.C. who spend their time sucking up to the government, were actually being journalists, that woman would have sunk like a rock, because if you remember 6 months ago, the press was all writing, for heaven's sake, we've got to get rid of Kamala Harris. She's pulling down Biden, who's bright as a whip and the smartest guy in the world and knows so much.
Sharp as a tack, yeah.
Right? And anyone who attacks him is a racist and probably a Nazi too. But and so as soon as they've decided that he won't float anymore, they push him out into traffic, drag out Kamala, who they've been explaining was the embarrassment. And they said, why? Because she can't keep staff. She doesn't know anything. She has no accomplishments. She doesn't do anything as governor. They said she was in charge of the border. Now, of course, she's going, talking about border. I didn't do it. I wasn't living there. I have no accomplishments in this administration. Quit blaming me for any of them. So, and then they turned around, and while she was hiding, I don't know if there's an abasement like Biden did before, but they completely remade her to where people were saying, oh, look at all this, how wonderful she is, with no evidence, and wouldn't let her talk. When she does talk, she says things like, I'm going to raise your taxes.
I'm going to take your guns. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and she's going to destroy the Second Amendment for starters. Yeah. I mean, they've got to keep her away from that microphone because she is so left of center on taking people's freedoms away. She doesn't even like the First Amendment. Democrats used to at least like the First Amendment sometimes. And now, no. So as long as they can keep her hidden and say what she meant, even when she misspeaks, instead of fact checking her, they always sort of massage what she said to make it, she didn't mean to, she didn't say that. Well, yes, she did,
She did. We have video of it. We have audio of it. She did say that. And you're right. They keep on fact checking and massaging, as you say. It's Grover Norquist. Go to atr.org. Maybe 30 seconds, Grover. I say this on my show every day, and please back me up or tell me I'm stupid. Everybody who pays income tax got an income tax break when Donald Trump put that plan into place in 2017. I know California, Illinois, and New York are paying higher because the government isn't subsidizing their crap anymore. But if you pay income tax in this country, you saw a break by that deal. Is that not true?
It is true, and that's been admitted by the Washington Post, the New York Times, CNN. Everybody admitted it after the bill passed, not before the bill passed.
Right.
And at kamalanomics.org, we have all of Kamala Harris's tax, Kamalanomics, like Bidenomics, kamalanomics.org, all of her tax increases, and all of her on video explaining just how she's going to gouge you in the eye and take your money.
I love it. Everybody go there. Kamalanomics.org. Go there. Going to be a great resource if Grover's behind it. Grover, thanks a million for making time today. Let's do it again before the election, okay?
That'd be fun.
All right. Thank you, brother. We're back after this. Stay right here.
The world is about to shift. Banks are going cashless globally with the emergence of central bank digital currency, which will bring with it programmable money and the ability to turn on or off your purchasing power based on your digital social profile. It's like the equivalent of spyware in your bank account. You need to get out of the system with the world's safest and most precious assets, silver and gold. Call Kirk Elliott Precious Metals at 720-605-3900. That's 720-605-3900.
Don't let them win. Patriot TV is committed to delivering the truth. America's new network for patriots is growing fast, and we'd love you to join us as a member of Patriot TV. Your support makes it possible for us to continue to deliver unbiased reporting, thought-provoking discussions, and insights you won't find anywhere else. From in-depth interviews to behind-the-scenes footage, Patriot TV brings you closer to the voices shaping our nation's future. Whether it's political developments, cultural shifts, or global affairs, Patriot TV keeps you informed and empowered. As a member of Patriot TV, you'll get perks like personal invitations to exclusive Patriot TV events, where you can gather and network with like-minded Americans. We'll also host online events throughout the year with General Flynn, who's committed to host live Q&A webinars where callers like you can ask him questions and get real answers. Access to these events will be members only, so go to patriot.tv, click on Become a Member. It's fast and easy. We have a great membership option starting at just $9.99 a month, or save with our annual membership for only $99, or take advantage of the best value, the 2-year membership for just $159. Go to patriot.tv, click on Become a Member. It's fast and easy. Do your part to make sure the truth gets out to all patriots and help ensure future programming. Become a member today. Just go to patriot.tv, click on Become a Member, join today. Attention patriotic businesses. Do you want to see your sales skyrocket by selling your products or services to like-minded patriots? Well, if you're an advertiser who embodies the timeless principles of freedom, liberty, and patriotism, look no further than Patriot TV. Our viewers are responsive, economically active patriots who are committed to supporting businesses like yours that align with their values. For more information on advertising on America's new network of proud American businesses, email us at advertise@patriot.tv.
Looks like you've been sleeping well.
Megan, he's back. The My Pillow guy.
And you're looking good.
Still feeling good.
Well, just when you thought it couldn't get any better, we've got the best pillow ever, My Pillow 2.0. When I invented My Pillow, it had everything you'd ever want in a pillow. Well, now there's new technology that makes it even better. My Pillow 2.0 has my patented fill combined with a cooling fabric with temperature regulating thread. My Pillow 2.0 is truly the next generation of My Pillow.
Now's the time to go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use the promo code to save 50% on your My Pillow 2.0. Not only that, for a limited time, your entire order ships absolutely free.
You're sleeping even better.
And cooler, too.
And you're looking good.
Feeling good.
I knew you would.
mypillow.com.
Listen, if we even think you owe us money, you won't know what hit you. We'll put liens on everything you own. Raid your bank accounts, retirement fund, pension. You'll open up your paycheck and cry because we'll already have the money. We'll haul you into federal court and you might even go to jail. Hey, it's our job.
Don't fight the IRS alone. The Tax Doctor is here to help you negotiate your tax bill and reduce your stress. Our experts will fight for you using IRS guidelines to stop any IRS actions like bank levies or wage garnishments. Plus, eliminate penalties and interest and reduce your past tax bill so you pay the IRS less. Help is here to deal with the IRS to reduce your stress. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, do not call the IRS alone. Call a tax doctor now for a tax emergency analysis.
I'd have my mom call the number on the screen. You come see me alone. We'll work it out. Really, we will.
Did you know that thousands of authors across the country have written books and published them with Page Publishing? If you've written a book, Page Publishing can help you through the process. We cut through the confusion of the publishing world to make it easy for you. If we decide to publish your book, your work ends and ours begins. From copy editing and proofing to typesetting and book cover art, we get you printed, distributed, and sold on Amazon, Apple iTunes, and in bookstores across the country. We'll even help you promote your book. That's right, we do all this for you. Biography, self-help, mystery, novels, sci-fi, even a children's book. No matter what genre, Page Publishing can bring your book to life. Call today for your free author submission kit and find out how you can be the next published author at Page Publishing.
Call for your free author submission kit at 855-993-2114. That's 855-993-2114.
What if this happened to you when you're alone? Or what if it happened here? With MedGuard Alert, you're never alone. You can connect with medical professionals anywhere, anytime. And now MedGuard is introducing our exclusive new Care Watch. If you need help quickly, use it from anywhere to contact medical professionals. No cell phone required. The Care Watch is not only a life-saving medical alert device, it's a revolutionary health monitoring system that checks your blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, and much more. And here's the best part. If you have Medicaid, you may qualify to get your Care Watch for free. The Care Watch is only available through MedGuard Alert. Call us right now. We have monitoring programs starting as low as $1 a day. The call is free, activation is free, shipping is free, and no contract is required. Remember, with Medicaid, you may qualify to get your Care Watch for free. Don't wait. Call us to get your Care Watch right now. Operators are standing by.
The Donor Deck represents a groundbreaking independent crowdfunding initiative driven by patriots like you to bring back our esteemed President Donald J. Trump to office. With unwavering passion, we pledge all profits from the sale to MAGA Inc. and Fight Like a Flynn PAC. The exquisitely detailed challenge coin is a timeless collectible to be passed down to generations. It symbolizes your continuous dedication to assisting President Trump in his quest to rejuvenate America to its former greatness. Get your Donor Deck now. Go to thepatriot.tv store and click on Donor Deck. Enjoy the magnificent artwork and scripture on each playing card, knowing our appreciation for your continuous dedication to assisting President Trump in his quest to rejuvenate America to its former greatness. You'll get this keepsake collectible challenge coin acknowledging your support for Donald Trump's run back to the White House, and the Donor Deck of 52 exquisite playing cards, plus a beautiful display case to show your challenge coin. Go to the Patriot.tv store and get your Donor Deck now.
Hey, that Grover knows his stuff. We always love Grover Norquist coming on the program. Of course, the boss over at ATR.org, ATR.org, Kamalanomics.org, Kamalanomics.org, or he says Kamalanomics.org, which is actually easier to say. But I'm a racist if I say it the other way, right?
I know, exactly. Yes, you are.
Unrealized gains. That's a ridiculous thing to tax. You're going to be taxed on that should she win the office. Also, raising taxes on all Americans if that Trump tax cut goes away, which it will at the end of 2025 should she win the office. A lot of what she's saying now is just not true. Go to Kamalanomics.org. Go find out exactly what she stands for, and then make your decision from an educated point of view. 888-941-PAGS, joepags.com. Keep it right here.